everybody! Welcome here to Cooking with Redefining All Diets. I am super excited to cook for everyone. So this week I will be doing 5 days of healthy cooking for everyone in my new group called Lose Weight with No Diets Attached. What does it mean? It means that you get to cook all of your favorite healthy, delicious foods without having to feel deprived and while modifying all of your unhealthy ingredients to be less processed, and you're able to enjoy all of your favorite dishes without feeling bloated or guilty afterwards. So before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So my name is Rachel Duxler, and I am a health coach with Redefining All Diets. So how did that get started? In September of 2017, I graduated from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition and started my journey as a health coach. So besides helping people with their healthy lifestyle, I also have a really big passion for healthy cooking. And that started way before I started at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. And that was because over 6 years ago, I was really unhealthy and overweight. And by modifying all of my favorite dishes that I once loved, let's say pizza, pasta, basically anything that your heart desires, I started modifying the ingredients and reading different food blogs to be able to find healthy substitutions for my favorite recipe. And here I am now, yay! I am over 30 pounds lighter and I'm so much happier. And now I get to share with you all of my healthy tips and tricks for what I have learned. So let's get started, yay! On today's episode, we will be cooking a vegan mozzarella cheese. So just to let you know, I've never actually cooked this before, so this will be really exciting to see how this turns out. When I cook dishes that I've never tried before, I have the confidence that they will always turn out the way that I wanted to, because that's how you get to be creative in the kitchen and experiment with all different types of different food creations. So with the mozzarella cheese, I will also be showing you what it looks like when you put it on a pizza. And although I won't be showing you the ins and outs of cooking the pizza, I'll be showing you how the cheese looks on the pizza and how it tastes. So let's get started. So first, I'm gonna get my awesome high-powered blender, my Vitamix. This is extremely handy, especially for nut-based cheeses like this one, because you don't have to soak them overnight. You can just blend it up and it is basically done for you without any of the extra work. So the first ingredient is 1 cup of cashews. Here they are. I'm gonna pour them in the blender. Whee! The next ingredient is 2 cups of water, but I also like to use vegetable broth, so I'm gonna use that. All right, then we have 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and this is what gives it the cheesy-like texture. I also added a little bit of salt, pepper, and oregano as well, so it has that cheesy-like flavor. All right, pour that in the blender. Yay! All right, so next, this is the thickening agent. This is actually my first time using this, and it is 7 tablespoons of tapioca starch. So let's pour it in here. This is a great alternative to using wheat flour as your thickening agent. And so the last ingredient now is 1 lemon juice, and that really helps cut out the nutty flavor from the cheese. Now that everything is in the blender, I'm gonna close it up. Let's flip the camera. Oh, nope, can't do that. That's okay. Now that we have all of the ingredients in the blender, I'm gonna blend it on high until everything is mixed through. Oops. Now that everything's all blended up, we're gonna pour the cheese mixture here into the pot. So here we go. Yay! It looks all liquidy now, but so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the stove to medium. I'm gonna let it come to a boil and stirring consistently for about 15 minutes. It should look more like a cheesy, ooey gooey texture. While that's getting going, I'm gonna prep the vegetables. So what we have here are a couple mushrooms, onions, peppers, we have spinach across the table, and I also made a cashew parmesan cheese to top with the pizza. So if you want to find that recipe, I will post the URL for one of my other pizza recipes that I made previously, which has where I found the recipe for the vegan Parmesan cheese. Minimalist Baker has been a huge influence, and that was where I found the recipe. So I really appreciate having that as an awesome resource. So this is what the mozzarella cheese looks like after 15 minutes. I removed it from the heat. Look how gloppy it is. Yum, it's nice and ooey gooey. It's really easy to make. Just make sure that you continue to stir it consistently. And while I was stirring that, if we turn around over here, I have all of my delicious veggies prepped, which I will put on the pizza. Alright, so we cooked our pizza crust according to the directions on the box for 5 to 7 minutes, or whatever your pizza crust needs to cook. So next, we're going to decorate the pizza now that everything's all done. So first we have the sauce. Yum! I'm going to stir that around. It looks delicious. You can either use a homemade sauce or store-bought, really is up to you. But personally, homemade sauce is where it's at. Oops. This is actually from shrimp Creole yesterday, so this is more like a Creole sauce. So this will be interesting to put on pizza. But that's the best part about pizza, is that it's such a versatile food that you can mix and match it any way that you want in order to have the best pizza that you desire. So I'm going to keep stirring the sauce around, make sure it's all incorporated on as much of the pizza as possible. Because I personally love a saucy pizza. You can put on as much or as little pizza sauce as you like. Let's spread that around a little bit more. Gotta get all the edges there so it tastes delicious and it's evenly spread out. Alright, so next, for my favorite part, we're gonna do the mozzarella. So I have no idea how this is gonna spread evenly, but I'm gonna put it into little chunks, I guess like that. Just spread it all around. It actually tastes just like mozzarella cheese. So I'm gonna pour a couple bits on here and I'm gonna stir it all up. Let's get that on there. Now we have our delicious cheese spread all over the pizza. It looks nice and ooey gooey. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the vegetables. So I have some green peppers, I have some onions, mushrooms, spinach. Pretty much add whatever you want here, but those are usually my vegetables of choice. Gonna add the spinach here shortly. I love veggies on the pizza. Tastes awesome. Yum. You can add meat, you can add more cheese, you can make this a 3-cheese pizza, you can make it a 5-cheese pizza. It's really up to you. Last but not least, before putting it in the oven, we're going to add our delicious cashew Parmesan cheese on top. So for those of you that have a gluten or dairy sensitivity, this is a great way to still get to enjoy your cheese and get to eat it without the stomach aches or the bloating. Because at least for me, this is exactly why I cook a lot of my dishes dairy-free, because over the years of eating tons and tons of cheese in grade school, high school, college, whatever you name it, I eventually got to the point where my stomach couldn't handle it anymore. And so with that, I found great alternatives to be able to eat cheese and still get all of the nutrients and more that I need without feeling sick. And so that has really helped me along the way for my weight loss journey. So the last step is I'm going to put it in the oven for 15 to 18 minutes, but just remember that this will vary based on your pizza crust and the directions that it shows. Yummy! Just took the pizzas out of the oven. Look at that, the mozzarella cheese came out perfectly. It melted just like regular cheese, and I cannot wait to eat this because this is going to taste absolutely amazing! Thank you so much for watching my first episode of Cooking with Redefining All Diets. I really enjoyed having you all as a part of my community, and stay tuned tomorrow when I cook my next delicious dish. If you want to learn more about how you can cook with Redefining All Diets, that's me! You can either take my cooking course, or you can join me at on my very first course, Crash Course Cooking, and that starts on April 9th. So either way you wish to join me, I will post the links below in the comments. So I cannot wait to start cooking with you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.